What's going on, everybody? It is Thursday, and I'm here with John Blaha. We're friends, and we went fishing this morning. And John is the assistant director of the CCA, and as well as the director of Habitat. And one of the things that our chapter and things in the state that are going on right now is we are concerned with the renewable resource of the oyster habitat in all our bay system, as environments and the oyster harvesting methods have changed, and hurricanes and all kinds of different things have happened. Our bay system here is getting hit really hard with out-of-town people fishing for oysters, and there are certain things that we're trying to get done to help that, to help restrict it a little bit, to help manage it a little bit. And I know that John, we've got a meeting coming up with the state. Right. If you can tell us a little bit more about that and what's involved.
We got a couple meetings. So this is kind of I'm gonna say a rehash, if you would, of the proposal that Parks and Wildlife had out back in March, which was to close from Carlos Reef on the northern end of Aransas Bay to Second Chain, which is just north of Ayres Bay, to close those reefs to harvest basically forever, make it sanctuary reefs. Those reefs are important for many reasons. They provide, the habitat. They provide a baffle, if you would. Chuck Niger at Flatswater has done an incredible amount of work, videos showing the importance of these reefs, and they act as baffles. It helps with erosion throughout the bays, but most of all, it's just that habitat. We cannot afford to continue to lose that habitat over time. The public meetings they just announced this morning will be next Thursday, October 20th. From 6 to 8 p.m. It's going to be at the Aransas Civic Center. Okay. We really need all of our members. We need the general public that supports this closure to please come out and come out and support it. You can speak, you can walk in. Even if you don't speak, it's important to be there. You'll sign in. You have the opportunity to indicate you support the deal. Also, you can make your comment to the commission directly through Parks and Wildlife's website. If you go to ccatexas.org and look up oysters, it'll take you to our information sheet. All of our resources talking about oysters, the importance, and provides direct links to Parks and Wildlife's site to make comment. You can do that until November 2nd. Then on November 3rd, the commission meets on November 3rd in Austin. We're trying to get as many people as we can up there, especially locally. I mean, this is in our backyard. Us, y'all as realtors and just our community, this community thrives off a healthy ecosystem. And something to think about, a lot of people don't realize is oysters are 4 times more productive than a grass bed, 10 times more than a shoreline, and so on. There's 300-something species that live within these oysters and these reefs, so it's critically important that we protect these reefs.
And one oyster is something crazy, like how many gallons a day one oyster filter?
One single oyster can filter 50 gallons of water a day. A day. And a really alarming stat that came out of last year's harvest season. The harvest season last year in Texas lasted just halfway. It was shut down basically halfway through, late January, I believe. But this area we're talking about only comprises of 2% of all the oyster reefs in Texas, yet it yielded 30% of what went to market. Yeah. And that's simply not sustainable. That's not only the lifeblood to this ecosystem, but it's also the lifeblood to our local economy as well on so many levels, from a recreational fishing standpoint, the birders. It just goes on and on and on. So we've got to protect these reefs. There's alternative methods out there. We kicked off Texas finally has a cultivated oyster farming program in place. We've got Brad Lomax has a oyster deal up in Copano Bay. There's a couple other applications that are in the process right now. There's one in Galveston. That takes care of the half-shell market. We still have the shuck market, but this closure, and there's still other management issues to be dealt with in the future. But bottom line is, we've got to put this resource first. or it's not only our area suffers, but the entire state suffers.
Well, and I think the other thing that goes, you know, I'm a guide full time. John is a recreational fisher, but being the director, we're directly affected by some of this stuff, but you don't have to be. You're going to be indirectly affected if you own shops here, if you own anything.
Absolutely.
It's kind of the trickle-down economics. If fishermen quit coming because our bay system is damaged, it hurts people that just run stores and restaurants in town. So if you're wanting to get involved, even if you don't do a lot of fishing, there's ways to help. We meet is it the second Tuesday of every month?
Currently our local chapter meets the second Tuesday of every month, 6:30 p.m. at Poor Man's Country Club. Poor Man's is actually closed on that night, but they open it up for us just for our meetings. So come out. We have a very active social media on Facebook, CCA Texas Aransas Bay chapter, Instagram, lots of information there. We try to keep the information flowing that comes down from the state and keep it flowing through our chapter. So we need our community to step up.
Well, John, I appreciate you taking a little bit of time to fish with us today, and y'all look them up. We'll put a link down there to the Facebook and the Instagram page. It's all their contact information's online, and if you want to get more involved, you know, come see us. The schedule will be up there when the next meeting is. We just had one last week, and we'll have it on in another month. And so we'll see y'all in the next round. And again, if y'all are ever needing any property, or if y'all want to just take a fishing trip with us, look us up. All of our information is usually posted everywhere on the page. So y'all have a great day. Thanks.